Welcome to this new video on Forza Horizon 6, where I'm bringing you some gameplay with the new Car Pass vehicle of the week. It's the 2003 Aston Martin DB7 GT. It was added to Forza Horizon 6 on July 16, 2026. If you have the Car Pass, you can claim one for free. And if you don't have it yet, well, as usual, you can either buy the car separately, buy the Car Pass, or buy the Forza Horizon 6 Premium Edition, which, let me remind you, is almost €50 cheaper through my instant gaming link that you'll find below this video. It was added to the game on July 16, 2026, and we're going to check it out, knowing that this time, this one's genuinely new. It's a car we've never had before in Forza, neither in Horizon nor in Motorsport. So this time, it's really something new to discover. I hope there will be a bit of customization. I hope that when it comes to driving and upgrades, there will be plenty to do. Because in any case, it's a beautiful car, that's for sure. But beautiful cars, we know that's not enough in Horizon 6. We know they need to have something a little special to really be appreciated by players. It really is a beautiful car. I think this one has aged very, very well. Honestly, actually, I don't think it really looks like a car from 2003. I doubt the car is over 20 years old. And apart from the rear, where the taillights are really much smaller than what Aston does now, honestly, for the overall shape in the front of the car, it's not that different from what Aston Martin makes now, actually. So, we kind of have the same lines. We have a car that is still quite powerful and has a very big engine. Here we have a naturally aspirated 6-liter V12. The car has 435 horsepower. By the way, it's the most powerful Aston in the DB7 range at the time. It's really the top of the line. It's a car that was limited to 190 units, so it's really an extremely rare ride. And it's a car that was only sold with a 6-speed manual gearbox. So that's actually pretty nice too. It's a car that, as I was saying, has 400 horsepower. Well, 435 to be precise, but it's still a very, very heavy car. So the performance isn't that incredible. 0 to 100 in 6.5 seconds. Well, 5 seconds is actually good, especially in the 2000s. It's really fast. But for a car with 435 horsepower, it's not that crazy either. If you take an M3 E46, which had about 100 horsepower less, it had pretty much the same performance. So here, 5 seconds from 0 to 100. 300 km/h top speed. A rear-wheel drive car that still weighs 1,800 kilos. So it's heavy. Really? It's a real land yacht. Honestly, you can feel it when driving. You can already tell it's super long. The image doesn't show it, but the wheelbase is massive and the car is extremely long. You really feel it in the turns, and the 1,800 kilo weight is noticeable too. There's some understeer, which I don't think is ideal for building a race car in the game. The sound is good and the handling is a bit soft, but I think cruising around won't be bad. And we still have a car that's stock, and in B class. So it's not, you see what I mean? It's not a total dud in terms of performance. It's not top of the line either. But the interior is really, really nice. Except maybe the steering wheel, which has aged a bit. The steering wheel is very simple, with almost no detailing. You can tell it's old compared to what Aston made in 2020. The rest is fine and keeps the same spirit. Without a screen, it hasn't aged poorly. Real wood is almost everywhere. It has some shape to it, and there's leather. I think it's pretty nice. It's a beautiful car, but stock, don't expect any extraordinary performance either. So it's a car that's going to be compatible with quite a few swaps and quite a few engines, still pretty powerful. So overall, I think it's a car that will be able to make, yeah, obviously, a lot of power once it's upgraded. It's a car, however, that unfortunately doesn't have any customization options. That's something that's starting to get a bit annoying with this Forza Horizon 6. It didn't bother me too much at first, but wow, on top of that, the Forza customizations are awful. My god, that's a shame. There aren't many customization options, and the available ones are really ugly. To the point that I think, actually, I'm not going to install the Aero Kit. Actually, too bad they have terrible handling, but given the, let's say, the look of the car, I think we're not going to bother with a kit that's too ugly, honestly. Maybe we should put it on just to see how far the car can go in terms of its performance index. But I think I'll mainly use it as a cruising car. Anyway, I'd be surprised if, with its weight and its size, we could really make it a competitive car. There are several possibilities. Either, in my opinion, it's just going to be a cruising car, you know, just to make Aston fans happy, and that's really cool. or potentially an absolute straight line car. That's also possible given the shape of the car and the swaps available for it, that it could turn into a real monster in a straight line. But we'll check that as the video goes on. First, we'll finish installing the base engine upgrades. I think it's an engine that's going to put out close to 1,000 horsepower anyway, you know. Since we have a lot of displacement and an engine that's capable of high revs, I think, yeah, I'm almost sure we'll hit 1,000 horsepower. No, okay, I thought we would have an extra turbo upgrade, but no, actually, when you install the turbo, it's already considered maxed out. You see, even with reduced points, the car still weighs 1,520 kilos, so maybe it's good in A-class, I don't know. But I think this is really a straight-line car. Well, let's go, we'll check it out. We're heading to the highway. You see how it's not very responsive? Even though we have slick tires. Wow, it's not responsive at all. Yeah, really, here, they really captured the GT aspect. It's a car that's fast but also heavy at the same time, really. On that point, what they've done is pretty good. Actually, once the car gets going, it's fine. And I think it's going to be kind of that type of car. Wow. Yeah, no, it doesn't turn that well. Right? Yet we're not even driving that fast. Right? Wow, this will be weird to drive. But I think the car, it's going to be, you know, it's the kind of car that's manageable enough and decent enough. It's deceptive in a certain speed range. Below that, it's a dog below that, and a dog above that. So, in my opinion, yeah, it's really a car to enjoy yourself with. A car for enthusiasts. Just to hit high speeds, enjoy a beautiful car, and the sound of a V12, which is pretty nice. And actually, even here, well, it's true that we're going uphill. So, going uphill, the car feels even heavier in terms of acceleration. What the fuck? There's a little lighting problem here. But, it's true that the car, even though it accelerates well, it's not that much of a rocket either, you know? So, I'm not sure this car is really a monster in a straight line. But then, it handles well. It's still okay. You can tell the car is near its limit, but that's normal. Again, we didn't add any Forza aero, so it's expected to be a bit weak there. And I think it can hit 400. But I think it really needs an endless straight line, actually. So here are the verdict in S2. It's a car that has absolutely no chance of being enjoyable to drive. Boost it for power. If you want to have a little, fun daily drive in the game, a bit oriented towards highways. But aside from that, don't expect anything, really, in terms of performance. I can't say I'm disappointed. Because, well, that's just how it is. You don't always have to play Forza Horizon just for the performance of the cars. Sometimes it's cool to discover something a bit different. So, I don't think it's disappointing or that it's bad. Simply, if you're looking for a new meta, if you're expecting it to be a pay-to-win car because it's a DLC car, or if you're expecting to really have a performance monster, well, you'll be disappointed. I think it's really a car to use with a wheel, just for cruising. Well, anyway, there are still several swap options that we're going to try. Let's see how far this can take us. So, as for the swap, the first swap, the V12 is likely to come from Aston, or maybe from Pagani, I don't know. Probably one of the two. Maybe more likely Aston, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know. In any case, it's a pretty cool swap because it goes up to almost 1,000 horsepower while keeping the car completely naturally aspirated. So, if you want, let's say, to respect a bit the basic principle of this car and its engine setup. That could be nice. Then, we have some other engines that are a bit unusual. For example, here, it's the same, the V6. 3-liter twin-turbo. Here, I don't know where it comes from. Let me know in the comments if you know. And this engine, I'm not familiar with it. It doesn't ring a bell at all. It goes up to 1,530 horsepower. But, well, when it comes to the sound and everything, it's a bit less cool. And then, after that, you have the 6.5-liter V12 WOW. What is this engine again? Alright, so, I don't know where it comes from. The V12, it's not a Lambo engine. It's also an Aston engine. It's the engine from the Valhalla or something like that, a race car. Well, in this case, I really think we won't be able to do better, knowing that the car is an R-class with, not very good wheel grip stats. So, I hope it's going to be a monster in a straight line. Alright, let's test the car in a straight line. Hopefully, we'll be pleasantly surprised. We're using the special map for this. In the meantime, feel free to leave a like, subscribe for upcoming videos, follow me on Twitch for the next live streams, and use your Prime on the Twitch channel if you want to give my channel a little boost. It's always appreciated and it helps support me. Well, listen, we're going to go all the way to the top and enjoy the ride down. Also, this is an engine that could potentially be really good for that. I think the Silhouette could also be great for top speed. So, I think we'll reach 440 kilometers per hour, maybe even more than that. So, it'll still be considered a good car in that sense. Well, if it happens, once again, we'll see. There you go, in just a moment. You can feel that it's heavy, even fully upgraded. It's really something. All right, let's test the brakes. I think we'll be surprised. Here we go. There we go, we're reaching the flat part. You see, as soon as we're on the flat, it really speeds up a lot. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Come on, the braking's actually fine. I thought it would be worse because of the weight. But it's actually pretty good. Come on, let's go. For top speed, damn, it's crazy like that, but it really eats up the miles, right? Come on, we'll hit 350 really easily, actually. Well, it accelerates really hard, you know. Still. We're going to get to a flat stretch, don't worry. 400, yes, no, all right, okay, well, it's not bad at all. 470. It's not bad. It's actually a lot faster than a lot of the hypercars I tested on this map. We hit 470 without too much trouble, huh? So yeah, in a straight line, it's definitely a good car. But then again, you have to find a straight line in the open world where you can actually do that. I'm not sure there are that many. So, no, that's it, just a small point.